Hey you, yeah you, the one that's about to watch this video. You didn't hear about it? I just launched my new Instagram, Juan Gotti Sports Network. Go ahead, go over there and give me a follow. It's free, and we cover anything DC sports related or anything sports related from all major sports, whether that's MLB, NHL, NBA, or NFL. I promise you won't regret it. We cover everything, whether you're a Knicks fan and you're a Giants fan, whether you're a Redskins fan. Although we are DC sports here as fans, we do cover every other sports league and every other sports team. So go ahead and give me a follow. I promise you won't regret it. Link in the description. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about a controversial topic. Now, I already know, before I even make this video and start this video and or edit it and finish it, I already know it's going to get some backlash. Some from Redskins fans, from Eagles fans, from Giants fans, from Cowboys fans, from the whole NFL. I already know it's going to get some backlash from it. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about why I believe and why I think and why I know Dwayne Haskins will win MVP in 2020. Now, like I said, call me crazy now. This has been my trademark the whole offseason. Call me crazy now. But check back with me in 9 months when he's on that stage in the NFL honors and he's accepting that MVP trophy. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, I watch the Redskins. And let's get straight into today's video. So why Dwayne Haskins could, and why I believe, me as a Redskins fan, believe that Dwayne Haskins has what it takes to win MVP is just because, number one, the first thing on my list is the drive that this guy had. Last year, when he entered the NFL as a rookie, he was a hothead, not in a bad way, but I feel as though that he was like, oh man, I'm a top pick. I don't have no quarterback competition here. I got Case Keenum and Colt McCoy. I could easily beat those guys out. But was he quickly, humbled by the NFL way? It's not college anymore. You're not the guy. Not every coach is going to want you. And for the sad and hurtful case of Dwayne Haskins, the bum coach, I'm not going to call him a bum. He's a decent offensive coordinator. But the coach and Jay Gruden didn't want him. And he had to quickly learn that. And he had to unfortunately learn the hard way. Something that I don't think Daniel Jones would last a second in Dwayne Haskins' shoes last year. Those for all the Giants fans that think that that Daniel Jones is better than Dwayne Haskins. He would not survive a second in Dwayne Haskins' shoes. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest. Any other quarterback last year that you put on Dwayne Haskins in his shoes and you replace him with, the other quarterback, I guarantee you Dwayne Haskins will have a better season last year. Let's just for an example. Let's replace Daniel Jones with the Redskins and replace Dwayne Haskins with the Giants. I guarantee you Dwayne Haskins takes that team to, if not the playoffs, a very close chance to making the playoffs. Considering the fact how bad the NFC East was. Let's just be real. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Dwayne Haskins on the Giants, which you guys wanted him. Correct me if you're wrong. I'm not making this video about the Giants, but this is gonna be a point in my video. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys wanted Daniel or Dwayne Haskins rather. And correct me if I'm wrong again. When you drafted Daniel Jones, the whole Giants nation went berserk. Come on, man. Let's just be real for a second. Let's just talk sports and let my knowledge, make you be like, oh, okay, this dude knows what he's talking about. Come on, guys. Let's just be real for a second. Dwayne Haskins on the Giants last year would have took that team to the playoffs. If not the playoffs, he would have took them close to maybe 6-10. And that's not good in a way, but for a rookie compared to what he did with the Redskins, that should tell you that the guy is talented. The guy is better than Daniel Jones. And I'm not making this video about him, but I just have to put that point out there because it's true. It's true. I'm telling you. It's a reason why you guys wanted him. It's the reason why you guys wanted him. And he's going to show that in 2020. Now, like I said, put Daniel Jones on the Redskins, I guarantee you, he would have the same numbers that Dwayne Haskins had last year. Despite, now I can say this, that Jay Gruden actually wanted Daniel Jones. So he probably would have put everything in the right way to have Daniel Jones succeed. But I'm saying it like this. If Daniel Jones was put in the same shoes as Dwayne Haskins, where the coach didn't want him and the organization was dysfunctional, no offensive line, no defense that really helped you that much besides the defensive line, and, you know, no coaching staff that really wanted you, outside of, I would probably say, obviously the owner and probably Kevin O'Connell. But other than that, it was like the back is against the wall, and I guarantee you, you put Daniel Jones in Dwayne Haskins' shoes from last year, he crumbles, he folds. Let's be real for a second, Giants fans. Come on, I know you guys gonna see this video. So let's be real for a second. If Dwayne Haskins was put in Daniel Jones' shoes and he was on the Giants, he would have took that team close to a playoff finish, if not a playoff spot. Come on, guys. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So now back to Dwayne Haskins and the GOAT Dwayne Haskins, DH Simba, and why I believe he's going to win MVP. Number one, the work ethic that this guy's had. He came in the league last year as the second heaviest quarterback in the NFC East. Probably, I would say first. I think he's just he weighed a little bit less than Carson Wentz. But now, he weighs a lot less than Carson Wentz. He came from being the heaviest quarterback in the NFC East last year to being the lightest quarterback now at 218 pounds. So this guy's work ethic, like I said, he got humbled really quickly. He came in last year as a hothead, not in a bad way, but he came in saying, oh, guys, I'm a first-round pick. I'm playing for my home team. You know, obviously he's not from Maryland, but he grew up majority of his life in Maryland, so this is his home team. So he's like, oh, man, this is my team. You know, I don't have no quarterback controversy. I have no quarterback, you know, competition in Case Keenum and Cole McCoy. But shortly was he humbled. He didn't win the spot. His coach clearly didn't want him. You've seen that in the pros game pressers after each and every game. You've seen it in training camp. You've seen how Jay Gruden's demeanor was towards Dwayne Haskins. So you know he didn't want him. So you know what Dwayne Haskins said? I'm going to prove him wrong. He didn't physically say that, obviously, but you could just see it in the way he's been working this offseason. I guarantee you, and I almost for sure you, that no other quarterback in the NFL has been working as hard as Dwayne Haskins this offseason. Now, you could probably just say, oh, no, you could say no other quarterback is posting their workouts as much as Dwayne Haskins is, but let's just be real. The results are showing. I don't think no other quarterback is putting in that much work than Dwayne Haskins this offseason. I think he's been the most, the most active and most working, I don't know how to say that, working out. That's not even how proper English, but he hasn't been putting, no other quarterback has been putting in the more work than Dwayne Haskins this offseason. Let's just be real, guys. Come on, talk to me here. Let's be real. So, with that being said, like I said, number one, the work ethic that this guy has is unbelievable. After getting humbled by Jay Gruden and unfortunately put in a drastic situation that Daniel Jones wouldn't even survive in, you can see the change. You can see that he wants to win. You can see that he wants to work. Last year, Agent Peterson called him out and told him, put your head in the book, learn the playbook. You can see early in the season, he was rattled. You can see he didn't know what to do. He wasn't comfortable. His footwork was horrible. And I keep saying this, they're going to be compared for the rest of their careers, but I don't want to make this video about Daniel Jones because it's not. But I'm telling you, put Daniel Jones and everything that Dwayne Haskins had to go through last year, he would not survive. So, with that being said, the reason number one, like I said, the work ethic. This guy is learning the playbook each and every day. He has a new offensive coordinator. His third offensive coordinator in 2 years. Jay Gruden, Kevin O'Connell, and now Scott Turner. So he's learning the playbook. He's working out every single day, and you can see the results. So his work ethic is there. He obviously wants to win. And reason number 2 why I believe that Dwayne Haskins will win MVP and have a successful year in year 2 is the offense that we're running. We're running an offense based around Dwayne Haskins' skill set. That's the reason why what made the Ravens more successful last year. That's the reason that made the Ravens so successful last year, because they came in, they built the offense around their quarterback strength, which is Lamar Jackson, and we all know his strengths is running the rock, running the ball, read option, RPOs, stuff like that. So they instilled an offense around their quarterback skill set, and that's what made them so successful and made them able to win MVP last year. What did Dwayne Haskins and the Redskins do their rookie year? Nothing. They had a West Coast offense that they installed that does not fit Dwayne Haskins' scheme at all. But now they're installing an air corridor offense that is Dwayne Haskins' strength. We know Dwayne Haskins' strength is throwing that ball deep, throwing it in tight windows, showing off his arm strength. That is literally what the air corridor offense is. Don Coryell, the creator of the offense itself, said first play was always the first, before we audibled and seeing the defense, the first decision was to always go deep on every single play. What does Dwayne Haskins like to do? Go deep, thread the needle. He can hit the short routes and medium routes here and there, but we know he loves slinging that rock deep. So, with that being said, and I didn't even get to the point that Dwayne Haskins is 218 now he can be more involved in the read option game, because let's be real, we underestimated his run game. I did too. I know I did as a Redskins fan. We seen that he ran a 5.4 at the combine, so we like, this guy can't escape the pocket for nothing. He clearly shut us up. Versus the Eagles, versus the Giants, down the stretch of those games, he showed that he can escape. Even week 4, he showed you that he can escape and extend plays with his foot and pick up a first down, etc. with his legs. So now him being 218, much lighter, much faster, he's going to be more involved in the read option game if we have a read option, scheme. So he's going to be able to escape the pocket more and more efficiently. That's reason number 2. They have a playbook around their quarterback strengths, which Dwayne Haskins' quarterback strengths is throwing the ball deep, making the deep plays, making the big plays happen all in one play, escaping the pocket some way. Not saying he's going to be as fast as Lamar Jackson, because, that guy's on another planet, but I'm saying he has an offense built around what his strengths is. Now, last year he didn't. Now he does. So he's going to be more comfortable. Dwayne Haskins even said it himself in the interview that he feels more comfortable in the air corridor offense than he did in the West Coast offense. So now that he's more comfortable, what do you think is going to happen? 50 touchdown Dwayne Haskins is going to come out. I'm not saying he's going to throw for 50 touchdowns because he doesn't need to, but I'm saying he's going to at least throw for 30, 35. But 50 touchdowns Dwayne Haskins in college, obviously playing at Ohio State. We all know about that season. What did he do majority of those plays? Get the big plays all in one play. Majority of those plays were deep balls, were long posts across the middle, some of them were, slants and drag routes, but majority of the plays were him throwing his arm, showing his arm strength, and him putting the ball in the right spot. It's not like he's throwing the ball at the receiver. He just threw it over towards the receiver to lead him into that spot. He's like he knew what his receivers were going to do. So for an example, say I'm running a post, right? I'm running a post. Before I even come on my break, the ball is already there. That's how good Dwayne Haskins is. He knows where his receiver's going to be. That's what you clearly seen in Ohio State. And you see how much he trusts his receivers. I guarantee you, if anybody else other than Terry McLaurin for that Jets game, anybody other than Terry McLaurin was out there, he wouldn't have thrown that pass. And I'm talking about that pass where he just threw it up because he trusted Terry McLaurin, and Terry McLaurin came down with the ball. So, with that being said, that's the other option that I like, or that's the second thing that I like about Dwayne Haskins, and the reason why I believe that he's going to win MVP is because he has a playbook that he's familiar with, or that's his strengths, and he also has trust in his receivers. The third option, or the third I would say reason why Dwayne Haskins is going to win MVP kind of ties in with number 2. He has a coaching staff that actually wants him. Ron Rivera clearly wants Dwayne Haskins to be the starter. Although he did bring in Kyle Allen, I think that he wants Dwayne Haskins to be the starter. He just doesn't want to come out and say it because he doesn't want Dwayne Haskins to somewhat, I would say, hear it or whatever, but he doesn't want him to get that cockiness back. He wants him to go out there and earn it, but we all know Dwayne Haskins is going to be the starter come week 1. He actually has a coaching staff that wants him, and him and Ron Rivera has had talks and stuff like that. And Ron Rivera said himself that he loves that Dwayne Haskins is taking what they talked about, which none of us know what they talked about, but what they know what they talked about. So whatever they talked about, Ron Rivera is happy, and he loves to see what Dwayne Haskins is taking that to heart, and he's showing us his improvements each and every day. Obviously, Ron Rivera wants him. Then Scott Turner praises him all the time too. And he's building an offense around Dwayne Haskins' strengths. That's the reason why I'm saying he finally has a coaching staff that wants him. He didn't have that last year in Washington, clearly. So, reason number 1, like I said, work ethic. Number 2, playbook that's built around him. And number 3, coaches that love him. Number 4 is this amazing defense. This amazing defense. The reason that I say he's going to win MVP is because although it's a solo award, and Dwayne Haskins' name is going to be written on it, and he's going to be the one accepting the award. It's really a team award, because everyone plays a part into Dwayne Haskins winning MVP in 2020. The offense, obviously, and then this defense. This defense is going to get quick 3-and-outs majority of the season. It's going to set Dwayne Haskins up in great field position, and even the special teams. Great kick returns. Going to set Dwayne Haskins up in great field position, so he doesn't have to, start at the opposing's 1-yard line, 10-yard line, 15 even, and he has to drive the length of the field. Not saying that he's not capable of, but you would love to always have to start your drives maybe on the 30, 35, 40-yard line due to quick 3-and-outs, to great punt returns and kick returns by your special teams. So it's going to take everyone to help Dwayne Haskins win MVP, although he's going to be the one accepting the award. So back to the great defense. We all been talking about this defense this whole offseason, so I don't even think I need to wrap you guys up. Chase Young, monster. 16.5 sacks last year. Probably would have had more if he didn't get suspended that one game. He's gonna win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's the leading candidate. I don't think no one other than Isaiah Simmons and probably AJ Terrell or CJ Henderson are probably the top 3. But Chase Young has that award on lock. God forbid an injury. Let me knock on some wood here. God forbid an injury. He has that on lock. Let's just be real. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, coming into himself. Last year, last 4 games, just like Dwayne Haskins on the offensive side of the ball, he showed out the last 4 games of the season too. So Montez Sweat, Chase Young, we still have Ryan Kerrigan, we still got Deron Payne, John Allen, the best defensive tackle on this team outside of Matt Ioannidis. I was about to say Matt Ioannidis. Obviously, we have Deron Payne, best run stuffer on this team. We have Tim Settle, that a lot of people are sleeping on. We have Caleb Brantley. We have so much rotational defense players on this defense. It's crazy. And obviously the secondary is the weak spot, but we don't have to talk about the secondary because with the front 7 being as dominant as it needs to be, and it will be, the secondary takes care of itself. Let's just be real. Let's look at the 49ers for an example, because I think that we're taking their blueprint. The 49ers have a great front 7. They don't have the best secondary. Yes, they have Richard Sherman and Jaquiski Tartt, but outside of that, what else do they have? So, for example, for us, we have Kendall Fuller, Landon Collins, but what else outside of that? Fab Moreau, Jimmy Moreland, Ronald Darby. We don't need them. We just need them to hold their players or hold the person that they're checking for more than, I would say, 2 to 3 seconds, because the front 7 isn't going to allow the quarterback to get a good view of their receivers. So that's the reason I would say 3 or 4. That the reason why Dwayne Haskins is going to win MVP is because all those have to tie in. And Dwayne Haskins will have a monster year. As always, me and boy One Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, held to the Redskins, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, I watch the Redskins. Like I said, call me crazy now, but check back with me in 9 months when Dwayne Haskins is actually accepting that NFL MVP trophy at the NFL Honors. Peace.